talk to you my views on tell a story and make your point. So I realized at the end of my talk that wherever I go as a chief guest or delivering a talk or a speech, I start with a joke or a parable or a story. So now wherever I go, the first thing they tell me, sir, uh, we enjoy your. Why you have to start your every talk with a joke or some story? Don't think it's funny. Why, my standard reply is, what's so funny about being professional? I'm simply being professional and that's it. So today, my dear friends, let me share my views on what's so funny being professional. You remember, there is an old adage that says if you can't make them laugh, you can't make them buy. The marketing strategy, I'm telling you. The reason is old, and the reason it's been around so long, it's true even today. Humor and laughter, my friend, are two keys ingredients in gaining engagement and building a relationship. My personal experience. The challenge with humor is people don't know how to use it and when to use it. That is the big challenge. They are afraid to use it because they think it will make them look unprofessional. Let me try and discuss with you about this misguided thought of fear with the reasons which I have experienced in my life. And the first and most important reason I feel is that humor is the final frontier, my friend. It's easy to learn about your audience. It's very easy to learn how to present your view, get your way across, how to present your idea. But it is hard to learn the science of humor. And it is harder to learn how to place and time that humor into your presentations, into your talks. My friend, humor creates a more open atmosphere, lightens the atmosphere. That atmosphere will uh, breed friendship, respect, and ultimately compatibility. The reason I refer to it as the final frontier because it's the last element that you put into your speaking process. Howsoever intelligent you may be, howsoever to the point you may be talking, if you do not have this factor in your talk, it becomes boring after a few minutes. It becomes drab. You uh, you put it into only after you have mastered you have material, otherwise don't attempt it. My friend, second thing I feel that humor is the highest form of language mastery. All communicators must listen this. If you have heard someone say, boy, that guy is funny, he's natural at it, it is likely the guy is an extremely intelligent human being. If you learn a foreign language, my friend, the last thing you do is to learn the humor, and the hardest thing you do is to make a joke. Humor is the most difficult of nuances to master, my friend. But when you do, you have the basis for solid, intellectual rapport and engagement. Remember, I say it very candidly. What's so funny about being professional? What's so funny about being professional? I mean, if your entire talk is professional, you're likely to lose to someone whose talk is 50% professional and 50% friendly, combined with funny. Friendly and funny are 1,000 times more engaging than exclusively pure professional talks. Remember, if you doubt that, take a look at any late night TV host. Are they professional or funny? How much they are making? How much are you making? I don't mean to compare your presentation to uh, somebody highly professional person involving in a monologue. but I am challenging you to compare the way you think. You have to present in the way your audience would like to present it too. My dear friend, I have incorporated professional talks in many of my talks, with funny talks, for the last, I think, 15, 20 years. Not only that, it has made me very successful, happy, popular. It has also made me won me tons of friends, plenty of friends, my friend. And to my horror, I'm more remembered for being more funny, not for being knowing so many my intellectual prowesses, which I keep talking. And I feel I'll do it same time and again when I speak, because I can't afford to disengage with my audience. I can't afford to lose contact with them and ultimately win friends. So, my dear friend, remember, there is nothing unprofessional for being funny. It's purely professional that you are funny, humorous, joyous, and you know the difference between a story and a joke. If you ever crack a joke and you realize that you are the only person laughing at the end of it, then you have made a fool of yourself. Remember, have proved yourself an idiot. These are the hazards of a cracking a joke. If you crack a joke, firstly, it may happen that somebody is hurt. It should not start hurting people on their religion, race, caste, color, and belief systems. One. So joke has to be such universality that should not hurt anybody. One. And the biggest joke fiasco and challenge is that if suppose you're cracking a joke and somebody's already heard it, and you happen to be the only last man laughing. No, don't do that. Involve humor in your talks and you see the difference, my dear friend. It's purely professional. Thank you very much.